Sri Sharda Devi and her Divine Play, Chapter 3, page 40. The day after the wedding, Ramakrishna returned to Kamarpakur with Sharada, but as she was so young, her uncle Ishwar accompanied her, carrying her on his shoulders. Chandramani welcomed the new bride with due ceremony and arranged a small feast for friends and family members. Sharada later recalled, I was married when the dates ripened. I don't remember the month. During my 10-day stay there, I would pick up ripe dates from the ground. One day, Dharmadas Laha, the village landlord, came and seeing me asked, Is this the newly married girl? Chandramani was anxious when the time came to return the borrowed jewellery to its owners. She had affectionately made the new bride her own, and now she would have to take the jewellery away. This thought filled the old woman's eyes with tears. Although she did not express her sorrow, it did not take long for Ramakrishna to perceive it. He consoled his mother, and then while Sharada was sleeping, he himself took the jewellery away so deftly that she was unaware of it. The jewellery was immediately sent to the Lahas. But when the intelligent girl awoke, she asked, Where is my jewellery? Chandramani took Sharada on her lap and consoled her, saying, My darling, later Ramakrishna will give you better jewels than those. The matter did not end there. Sharada's uncle Ishwar came to see her that day. When he learned of this incident, he was offended and took Sharada back to Jairambati at once. Chandramani was terribly hurt. To ease her pain, Ramakrishna said playfully, Whatever they say or do, they can't annul the marriage now. After the marriage ceremony, Ramakrishna stayed in Kamarpakur for 1 year and 7 months. He visited Jairambati sometime in December 1860 when Sharada was 7 years old. When Ramakrishna arrived in Jairambati, Sharada washed his feet and fanned him, which amused her friends. Sharada was extremely bashful and always tried to hide herself when in public. One day, Hriday brought some lotuses and to Sharada's great consternation, worshipped her feet with those flowers. After spending a short time in Jairambati, Ramakrishna went back to Kamarpakur, taking Sharada with him. Ramakrishna stayed in Kamarpakur for only a few days, although Chandramani begged him to stay longer. He returned to Dakshineshwar and plunged once more into spiritual practices, forgetting all about his young wife. Sharada returned to Jairambati and resumed her family duties. Sharada visited Kamarpakur twice more during her childhood. She later recalled, When I was 13, I went to Kamarpakur. The master was then in Dakshineshwar. I stayed there for a month and then returned to Jairambati. After 5 or 6 months, I returned to Kamarpakur and stayed a month and a half. I lived with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and others. I used to think, I am a new bride. How shall I go to the Haldarpukur and bathe by myself? One day I left the house by a back door and was worrying about the matter when 8 young maidens suddenly appeared, apparently from nowhere. As I started for the tank, 4 of them walked in front of me and 4 behind. Thus guarded, I walked to the water and all of us bathed together. Afterwards, they brought me home. This continued every day during that visit to Kamarpakur. I wondered who those girls were, but I could not figure it out. After Ramakrishna's visit to Kamarpakur with the young Sharada, he did not return for nearly 6.5 years. During this period, he practiced various sadhanas including Tantra, Vatsalya Bhava, Madhura Bhava, Vedanta and Islam. After that strenuous spiritual journey, his health broke down and he contracted dysentery. In 1867, to recuperate and regain his health, Ramakrishna returned to Kamarpakur, accompanied by Hriday and his Tantric Guru Bhairavi Brahmani. The family then sent a message to Sarada asking her to come to Kamarpakur. She was then 14 years old. Jai Ma.